Today, I want to talk about something that I have not talked about on this channel. Now, I've certainly shown pictures of modifications to my KeyBar in the past on Instagram, but I have since continued to collect pieces from this company. And it is because, in large part, something that happened after purchasing a used KeyBar on eBay. And that interaction is what has set this whole thing off. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that and then open this awesome package with what I hope will be the last piece that I need to start really turning this into something awesome. Briefly, let me tell you a little backstory about my relationship with KeyBar. It started because I purchased a titanium KeyBar off of eBay. And I played around with it a lot, actually really enjoyed it, and I have some pictures of doing all kinds of cool modifications and add-ons to this tool on my Instagram. In fact, I'll put a couple pictures both here and maybe at the end of this video. But there was a problem. This tool had been stripped. Either I had done it because I unscrewed it too many times, or it came like that, and that's why they were selling it on eBay. And anyway, I went to reach out to KeyBar, and here's the response I got. I said, look, I purchased this on eBay. The threading seems to be stripped. Is there anything I could do about this? And they said, no problem. I'll get you in contact with our customer service, our replacements individual, and they'll take care of you. And I was surprised. I'm like, I bought this used. Is that still okay? And they're like, yeah, we'll take care of you. And it was that experience. Now, I ended up not doing it because I felt bad, but that experience changed the way I perceive this particular brand. And ever since, I have taken opportunity to keep an eye on things when things go on sale, like this did, which was an amazing deal. I even talked about a little bit in the community section. I picked one up, right? And what's in this box is what I'm hoping will fix the problem that I had with the original KeyBar that I bought off of eBay. So let's just open it up and so you can see what we're talking about here. So this is an integrated titanium clip. So the way these work, and as you can see, is that the clip comes around and locks into that small slot. But this is not the same. In fact, there's no slot here present. It's completely clean. And this actually has screws that screw into the clip itself. And what that means is that this is completely flush. And this is not going to matter to everyone. And most people, they're still going to enjoy the regular version. But for me, my plan was to spend a lot of time making modifications that will fit the KeyBar, because I have pretty much committed to this being my key organizing system for the foreseeable future. And having everything flush means that's probably one more implement or one more tool that I can make. And it's incredibly important when you look at some of the inserts that they design, like this one. So this is a titanium saw. It's a titanium saw that I'm not 100% sure how they made it, but it does work. It's very, very, very sharp. But the genius part here that really blows my mind is the way this locking mechanism works. So the way it works is it's set up like so when it's closed. And this does not engage too much, but a little bit with the bottom part of the saw. So it retains the saw at all times. And when you press it, it will pop it open. And then when you pull it all the way over, it will actually lock. And in order to get past that spot, you actually have to press down and it will lift the bar. So this is actually a locking mechanism designed specifically for the KeyBar. And they have this now with some S35VN folding knives, inserts, and all kinds of cool stuff. And they have more things coming down the line. It wasn't until this happened that I thought, wait a second, now we can actually make, maybe the Swiss Army knife equivalent, but, customized for everyone. and have it include keys, so it's one less thing to carry with a nice milled titanium pocket clip. And look, this is not for everyone. This is and I also understand that this is a lot of money too. But for me, this is like basically perfecting something that I have to carry every day, which is my keys. And it is probably the one area that I'm most frustrated with. I would rather spend the money here than almost anywhere because, oh my God, I hate keys so much. I can't wait till they're gone. But until they are, this is great because that means I also can end up integrating tools that I no longer have to carry in a multi-tool, and maybe at some point it becomes so good that I don't have to carry a multi-tool at all. And then I just have my phone, my key tool, right? And maybe a folding knife or fixed blade, and then I don't have to think about it anymore. I know I have 3 items, 2 pocket clips. Isn't that great? Well, for somebody who obsesses like I do, yes, it's great. And I really think this clip makes a huge improvement over past designs. So this is the previous 3 versions. So this is the Gen 1, and the way this works with the bottom here is it slots in like so, and these are all titanium, by the way. And it doesn't quite go quite as deep, but they do have a version 2, which is a deep carry version of that clip, the 2.0, I think they call it. And that does lay pretty flush, by the way. I do like the way this lays, but it still has that dimension, so it's a little bit more difficult to line a tool up on it. Version 3 is very similar to that, but actually has an open slot, so it's easier to get the pivots in order because you can simply unscrew it and then slot it back in without taking out the pocket clip. We'll talk about, you know, actually building your key bar in a different video. And then version 4, this is, I think, as far as he needs to go. I don't think it needs to get any better than this. In fact, look at how nicely milled that pocket clip is. Woo, that is nice. Now, I did buy this. I purchased this myself. And honestly, I'm glad I did because I got this, you know, I got this on eBay discount. So it was so perfect that I get to finally not only fix this by having something better, but I get to patronize them as well, which makes me feel good. And now I can probably make what I'm hoping will be my ideal tool. And it's probably going to integrate a couple of tools that I have figured out how to integrate already, like this one. This is actually a Leatherman Surge diamond file, which I have modified by just simply opening the hole a little bit wider so that it fits inside the key bar. And it just happens to be long enough that you can flick out the tab. But there will be other things I'll integrate in the future. That's for a different video. This is just kind of talking preliminarily, is that the word? About KeyBar and why I love them so much. I cannot wait to see the other things that they come up with. They're always making new innovative ways to make their KeyBar, as well as like laser etching some nail files in their titanium pry tools, for instance. You know, these actual carabiner clips that integrate the titanium screwdrivers, both the Phillips and flathead variants, and of course the utility blade. And this is kind of the last bit I'll talk about before we finish this video. It is my hope that they will redesign this to integrate with this amazing locking system. And if I could say, and I could request something, please do so with a full-sized utility knife. I have actually been able to do this with a Gerber, God, I forget the name of that utility blade. Anyway, I'll put a picture of it. You can actually see. I know it is possible to fit a full-size utility knife in this key bar. I know, I've done it. I think it is possible that with this locking mechanism, you could make a safe and secure, full-sized utility blade in this. How useful would that be? Oh my God, so freaking useful. So yeah, that is my hope. And if they don't make it, I'm going to do it because the key bar is definitely going to be my platform. It's going to be what I'm going to make and use for a long time. So anyway, thank you for your time. I know this wasn't as much me constructing things as much as it is talking about KeyBar, but I appreciate your time, and we will talk again soon. You guys have a good one.